walks like tempest storm, and she can dance like a little Egypt. She works down at the snake farm, it just sounds nasty, snake farm. Pretty much is snake farm, it's a reptile house, snake farm. Got a tattoo down her arm, it's a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says snake farm, it just sounds nasty, snake farm, pretty much is snake farm, it's a reptile house, snake farm. She works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter. Now and then some kid gets bit at the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. She cried when they broke up. She still plays the records at the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house. Snake farm. Ooh. Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. She runs everybody off and we, snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm.
Sherry was a waitress at the only joint in town. She had a reputation as a girl who'd been around down Main Street after midnight. Brand new pack of cigs, a fresh one hanging from her lips, a beer between her legs. She'd ride down the river and meet all the friends. The road goes forever and the party never ends. Sonny was alone, older than the rest. He was going in the Navy, but couldn't pass the test. So he hung around town. He sold a little pot. Well, all got with the Sonny. But one day he got caught. He was back in business, and they set him free again. The road goes on forever, and the party never ends. Sonny's playing 8-ball at the joint where Sherry works, with some drunken out-of-towner put his hand up Sherry's skirt. Sonny took his pool cue, laid the drunk out on the floor, stuffed $1 in a tip jar, walked on out the door. She's running right behind him, reaching for his hand. The road goes on forever, and the party never ends. They jumped into his pickup, Sonny jammed her down in gear. Sonny looked at Sherry, said, let's get on out of here. The stars were high above them, the moon was in the east. The sun was setting on them when they reached Miami Beach. They got a motel by the water and a quart of Bombay gin. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. They soon ran out of money, but Sonny knew a man who knew some Cuban refugees that dealt in contraband. Sonny met the Cuban in a house just off the roof, with a briefcase full of money and a pistol in his boot. The cards were on the table when the law came busting in. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. The Cubans grabbed the goodies, Sonny grabbed the jack. He broke the bathroom window and climbed on out the back. Sherry drove the pickup through the alley on the side, where a lawman tackled Sonny and was reading him his rights. She stepped out in the alley with a single shot .410. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. They left the lawman lying, they made their getaway. Got back to the motel just before the break of day. Sonny gave her all the money and he blew a little kiss. If they ask you how this happened, say I forced you into this. She watched him as his taillights disappeared around the bend. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. It's Main Street after midnight, just like it was before. 21 months later at the local grocery store. Sherry buys a paper and a cold 6-pack of beer. The headlines read that Sonny is going to the chair. She pulls back on the Main Street in her new Mercedes Benz. The road goes on forever and the party never ends.
And if you had not have fallen, then I would not have found you. Angel flying too close to the ground. And I patched up your broken wing. Hung around a while, trying to keep your spirits up. And your fever down. And I knew someday that you would fly away. For love's the greatest healer to be found. So leave me if you need to. I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. The sound. I'd rather see you up than see you down. So leave me if you need to. I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. So leave me if you need to. I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground.
All right, everybody showed up just at the right time. That is all good. Dwight is going to lead us in prayer. It's a little chilly out here tonight. Angie and Cindy came and joined us. That's nice.
It's cold. Feel how cold it is. Oh, when you have gloves on, yeah. You did.
Mickey thought Willie was dead.
I did.
That would be a national day. You know, that's going to be a holiday in Texas. I bet they're already in the Memorial Day in Texas.
Okay.
Look at you.
So
Oh,
the-
hot.
Don't close this one. He's open. He's great.
Do we have any special prayer requests this evening? Anyone?
Just for endurance,
Endurance. Okay.
perseverance.
All right.
and Brian.
Oh, Shooting Star. Did you
I
see
saw
it?
it.
Yes.
I saw it.
I saw that.
I didn't. It's the second one I've missed.
Come on,
Just
quick,
a
quick.
minute.
It wasn't meant for me to see.
One more.
What was that? A shooting star. Falling.
A falling star.
Falling star.
A
Or a
sign.
meteor. Who knows?
A sign from our Heavenly Father that He is with us wherever we are, whatever we are doing. He is right by our side. He is holding us up. When we are weary, He carries us through so that we can stand on our feet again. So, Father, we lift this evening up to You once more. We give thanks for all the blessings and all the good things and the bad things that we are experiencing, because we know that through these trials that we become stronger, we become even more faithful in our trust in You, because we can experience Your work in us. We thank You. We pray for each one here this evening. You know what's in our hearts. You know what we are going through. And we ask that Your peace and Your joy is in us, and help us and bring us one day to face with You, that You will call us the good and faithful servants, and that You will welcome us into Your paradise. We thank You this evening for all that You have done, and we ask for Your presence with us this evening. We ask and pray for this in Your Son's holy name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And it means a lot to a lot of people, and I know it means a lot to my husband, and I know how proud Ashley is of you for doing it every night and making sure her name is not ever forgotten. So just appreciate, and all you guys watching, you've made such differences and everything out there, and we still have a lot to do. So I appreciate y'all coming in and tuning in on the live streams every night. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, Nicole. Thank you.
And there's chicken. Y'all have some chicken.
Yeah, really good.
Two Larry Dust and a farm boy's nose, wondering where the freight train goes. Standing in a field by the railroad track, cussing the stripe on my cotton sack. And I can see Mom and Dad's shoulders low, both of them on a double row. They do it for a living because they... Out of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in a plate. I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise sitting back in a
riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday, then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. God's country. I don't care what my headstone reads or what kind of pine wood box I end up in. When it's my time, lay me 6 feet deep in God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. Yeah, I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. Well, I caught my wife with another man, and it cost me 99. On a prison farm in Georgia, close to the Florida line. Well, I've been here for 2 long years. I finally made the warden my friend. And so he sentenced me to a life of ease, taking care of old Red. Now old Red, he's the damnedest dog that I've ever seen. Got a nose that can smell a 2-day trail. He's a 4-legged tracking machine. You can consider yourself mighty lucky to get past the gators and the quicksand beds. But all these years that I've been here, ain't nobody got past Red. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun, Red'll have you treat for the morning crown.
We are.
Well, I paid off the guard and I slipped out a letter to my cousin up in Tennessee. Oh, and he brought down a blue tick hound. She was pretty as she could be. Well, they pinned her up in the swampland about a mile just south of the gate. And I take old Red for his evening run. I just drop him off and wait. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun, Red'll have you treat for the morning come. gotten real used to seeing is a lady every night. And so I kept him away for 3 or 4 days and waited till the time got right. Well, I made my run with the evening sun, and I smiled when I heard him turn red out. As I was headed north to Tennessee, and old Red was headed south, and the woman sang, "Come on, somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun, Red will have you treat for the morning come." Now there's red-haired blue ticks all in the south. Love got me in here and love got me out. Well, you know those times when you feel like there's a sign there on your back. Says, "I don't mind if you kick me." Seems like everybody has. Things go from bad to worse. You think they can't get worse than that, and then they do. You step off the straight and narrow and you don't know where you are. Use the needle of your compass to sew up your broken heart. Ask directions from a genie in a bottle of Jim Beam, and she lies to you. That's when you learn the truth. If you're going through hell, keep on going, don't slow down. If you're scared, don't show it. You might get out, or the devil even knows you're there. Well, I've been deep down in that darkness. I've been down to my last match. Filled 100 different demons, breathing fire down my back. And I knew that if I stumbled, I'd fall right into the trap that they were laying. Yeah. But the good news is there's angels everywhere out on the street, holding out a hand to pull you back up on your feet. The ones that you've been dragging for so long, you're on your knees, you might as well be praying. Guess what I'm saying? If you're going through hell, keep on going, don't slow down. If you're scared, don't show it. You might get out, or the devil even knows you're there. Yeah, if you're going through hell, keep on moving, face that fire, walk right through it. You might get out, or the devil even knows you're there. If you're going through hell, keep on going, don't slow down. If you're scared, don't show it. You might get out, or the devil even knows you're there. Yeah, if you're going through hell, keep on moving, face that fire, walk right through it. You might get out, or the devil even knows you're there. Yeah, you might get out, or the devil even knows you're there. Chippewa. She's a one of a kind. All my friends call me Bear Claw. Village chicken is my pawpaw. He gets his orders from my mama. She makes him walk the line. You can find me in my wigwam. I'll be beating on my tom-tom. Pull out the pipe and smoke you some. And pass it around. 'Cause I'm an Indian outlaw. Half Cherokee and Choctaw. My baby, she's a Chippewa. She's a one of a kind. Looking for trouble. We can ride my pony double, make your little heart bubble, Lord, like a glass of wine. I remember the medicine man. He caught running water in my hand, drugged me around by my headband, said I wasn't her kind. 'Cause I'm an Indian outlaw, half Cherokee and Choctaw. My baby, she's a Chippewa, she's a one of a kind. I can kill a deer or a buffalo with just my arrow and my hickory bow. From 100 yards, don't you know? I do it all the time. They all gather around my teepee, late at night trying to catch a peek at me and nothing but my buffalo briefs. I got them standing in line, 'cause I'm an Indian outlaw, half Cherokee and Choctaw. My baby, she's a Chippewa, she's a one of a kind. Cherokee tribe, so proud to live, so proud to die.
Turn the quiet up, turn the noise down. Let this old world just spin around. I wanna feel it sway, wanna feel it sway, and put some feel good in my soul. Drink a little drink, smoke a little smoke. Want a little more right and a little less left. A little more right now, a little less what's next. Act like tomorrow's 10 years away, and just kick back and let the feeling flow. Drink a little drink, smoke a little smoke. Yeah. Away from there. lose a spin. Break out the wine, forget again. Dig down deep, find my stash. Light it up, memory crash. Oh no, I don't know. Baby, might take all night, but I'll maybe break out that old rock and roll. Drink a little drink, smoke a little smoke. Gonna drink a little drink, smoke a little smoke. Yeah.
We never spoke a word, but every thought she had I heard from across the room. We were standing face to face, I couldn't find the words to say. Give me one moment. I don't even know her name. I guess foolish pride's to blame. Now I'm falling in love as she's walking away, and my heart won't tell my mind to tell my mouth what it should say. May have lost this battle, live to fight another day. Now I'm falling in love as she's walking away. Say about the one that got away, son, I missed my chance. Don't you let regret take place of the dreams you have to chase. Ask her to dance. Come on, son. You might fall down on your face. Roll the dice and have some faith. Don't be falling in love as she's walking away, when your heart won't tell your mind to tell your mouth what it should say. May have lost this battle, live to fight another day. Don't be falling in love as she's walking away. Falling in love as she's walking away, when your heart won't tell your mind to tell your mouth what it should say. May have lost this battle, live to fight another day. Don't be falling, falling and falling in love as she's walking away. Unlock my phone and watch the world die. They crying to God while they run for their lives. Blood in the streets, bombs in the sky. Goodbye, I hope you had dreams come true. I
hope they see in their crosshairs what I see in you, and I hope and I pray, 'cause it's all I can do. I don't understand who is good or bad. They don't care as long as you got oil sands. We need something fast, we need something bad, more than guns and tanks. Where is Superman? Oh, like you, but I hope and I pray, 'cause that's all. You got oil sands, we need something fast. Young man, walk away from the hate. We'll shout the American crowd, patriotic and proud. Shout it out loud. Let them hear our voice, all you girls and boys. Together we make some
So we talk all the time about how we're out here on the corner and have been for quite some time through the grace and support of American people. So just want to thank Tammy, Mary Kay, and Andrea for your generosity and your giving spirit. So thank you so much. And then Nicole's going to come up here and talk. Oh, there you are right there. And talk. I'm not sure that, you know, we have amazing support from the Chinese community out here, and we had Umi come out here and share hats and food and some donations towards the guys' commissary, and supported some of our live streamers. And just you know, without people and their help, we wouldn't be able to be out here. So thank you so much for supporting Freedom Corner.
Yeah, and you know, because we all do this every day, sometimes you get wrapped up in it and you you don't really know what you are doing, you know, because it's just monotonous sometimes, you know, to know this is, and we all know that. And, you know, and then you get these really great Americans and patriots that come out to the corner, and you get them sending messages. You know, David shared a message with us, and it was just really amazing from someone who had seen us on Rumble. Daniel Leary, I think was his name. Is that right? But, you know, I mean, and it meant so much to them. And then you have people that wait to hear their husbands' names. And, you know, last night when we were talking to Mr. Christensen, and he has been married for almost 44 years to his wife. And, you know, sometimes it's so painful to think about your people that just keep it going. And, you know, and I asked years ago, think about your mindset 3 years ago. Held by a terrorist organization that put babies in ovens. You know, let's be real here. This man is not negotiating anywhere. Our people have died trying to say, hey, we need to find out what's going on. On January 6th, that's exactly what people were doing. It was not an attempt to take over the government. They can scream it from the rooftops all they want. It doesn't make it true. It does not make it true. There was no attempted coup. The coup did happen when the votes were not returned to the states, and they installed that man as president. And what we have had happen since is just our people murdered abroad, our people murdered here. What is it? Across the line, that 70,000 people have been killed by fentanyl. You know, this man's left our borders open. We don't know who these people are. We see what they're doing over in Dublin, the far right. What the far right is doing over in Dublin is saying you're not going to come in our country and stab our children. That's what they said. That doesn't make you far right. That makes you want to make sure that your children are able to go to their primary school and go to school without worrying about the stranger, foreigner in your land come and kill your child. Yeah, they're mad. I'd be mad too. We should be mad now. But where are we? You know, because it's scary. And they're going to throw you in jail. They're going to murder you. And I'm saying it again and again. You know, our people are not locked up because they're a danger to the community. They're not a danger to their neighbor. They are a danger to this government. They are a danger to the government. Think about that. So when you become a danger to this government, you need to be prepared to be locked up. You need to be prepared to be persecuted. But that is what it's about. You can't stand down, and you can't be afraid. You can't. You got to walk in faith. You got to walk and know that what you're doing is right. And, you know, you got to get up the next day and just keep doing it. And so many of you just get up the next day and keep doing it with us, and we appreciate you so much for that. I can't tell you, you know, when I'm going to get a little choked up because, you know, Zumi, what was the little girl's name? I could never, Umi, she said to us last night, and Young has said this to us before, and it's really hard to wrap my brain around, but, you know, when they see us out here night after night after night, it does give people courage. It gives people courage to come and stand here. It gives people courage to go and stand and flag wave somewhere in their community. And, you know, that is the highest compliment I think that we can receive, is that I pray that we can give courage over and over again. And you know, once again, thank you. Thank you for the support that you give us. You know, go to Fort Ashley. We have so many sites on there that of organizations we really do believe in. The Patriot Relief people there, I forgot. American Patriot Relief. Sorry, guys. American Patriot Relief. They do so much. You know, they have put so much money on commissary. They have helped people have gas money. They have helped people have electric bill money.
They helped us when we were newly independent.
And absolutely, they helped us when we were newly independent. They were one of the first J6 organizations that said, you know what, we're here with you guys. And, you know, stand in the gap. They're going to be doing ongoing things. These are Jan 6 things organizations that are really working hard. Their boots on the ground. Stand in the Gap is going to be great, and see all the work that Dave Summerall's done there, and his team, because he has a team of people that do a lot of work too, and they're all, you know, so important to Stop Hate. And it has a lot of really insightful videos and information on there. So I'm about done talking.
Thanks, Dave Summerall and everybody.
Thanks, Dave Summerall and everyone. And, you know, Jan 6 is coming up, and I would really like to encourage everyone to start looking. If you can't come to D.C., it is on a Saturday this year. If you can't come to D.C. and be with us, why don't, you know, plan an event in your community and draw attention to your Jan 6ers that are from your state or from your area. And, you know, try to make that happen. And I'm going to encourage everyone to continue to do that. If you can't come to DC and be with us, please go out into your community and make a stand on Jan 6 and draw attention to the people that were murdered that day, and you know, all of those detained and unduly persecuted for their beliefs. So love you guys.
Just the only thing I have to add to that is beyond, you know, if you want to go do a flag wave or stand up for your J6er, and always remember to continue to put pressure on your congressional representative and let them know this matters to you, that this matters to the American people, because we're not going anywhere, and there are more people that it matters to than it doesn't. You know, people have very strong feelings about that day, but a lot of the people that talk so loudly and so anti really don't have any idea what happened that day, and that includes some of our congressional members. So if you want to reach out to your congressional member and let them know that J6 investigation means something to you, then that's a powerful thing.
Make sure you get a written reply.
Storm says make sure you get a written reply.
That's right, it's most
Get it on the record.
Get it on
Thanks,
the
Storm.
record. Thank you, Stormies. Thanks, Stormies.
See, I remember speaking freely, walls with the graffiti, a bad chick rocking a flag on her bikini, them good time summers trying to get her number, proud to be American, stickers on all the bumpers. 20 years passed at the blink of an eye, now she might press charges for a wink from a guy. Now you might hear guilty just for speaking your mind. Mama tried, and I ain't lying, so Lord, take me home, Lord, take me home, to a place where mama taught me right from wrong. These roads of gold won't save your soul, and I doubt we're gonna figure this out before we're gone. Oh, so just take me home. We was tailgate sipping, mama wasn't tripping, and something got broke, called daddy, he would fix it. Family tradition, dinner in the kitchen, started breaking rules, then you caught a ass whipping. We started, we finished, we said it, we meant it, worked hard for a trophy, now every kid gets them. Something is offensive, we cried, played victim, so I'ma stay home instead of visit. Lord, take me home, Lord, take me home, to a place where mama taught me right from wrong. These roads of gold won't save your soul, and I doubt we're gonna figure this out before we're gone. Oh, so just take me home. That way that you're living, I ain't here to step on nobody's toes. Just mind your business, stay the fuck out of mine and stay the clear hell away from my home. And Lord, take me home, Lord, take me home, Lord, take me home, Lord, take me home, to a place where mama taught me right from wrong. These roads of gold won't save your soul, and I doubt we're gonna figure this out before we're gone. Oh, so just take me home, yeah, Lord, take me home.
May the devil in Oklahoma head house black as the night. He said he came from North Dakota, wanna take me on a ride. There's somebody came to visit me, he said that's just what he does. May the devil in Oklahoma, and he knew who I was. I've been sitting on a riverbank praying in Jesus' name to come and save my soul. I know time was never on my side.
This call is from a corrections facility. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello.
Oh, hey, who am I speaking with
Well,
today?
this is Helena. Who am I speaking with?
Helena, did I call the wrong phone number? By
No,
mistake?
no, you called the right
Right.
number. I just was the one that answered the phone tonight. You got me. You're lucky.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
I don't
kidding.
think we're acquainted, so I was like, oh my god, did I just call the wrong number?
I couldn't hear when you said your name at the recording part. So who am I speaking with?
This is James Grant, or on my Newsweek article, that was a total hit piece, absolutely disgusting, James Tate Grant. They went ahead and used my whole full name, I guess because I kind of have a common name with James Grant, so they wanted to make sure they really got me. But yeah, I'm looking into the statute of limitations for libel or slander. I forget which one's written and which one isn't, but the statute of limitations is 3 years from when the article was published. So the article was published on Christmas Day of 2021. So I still have about a month and a year. But basically, yeah, no, I was out on bond and yeah, they listed this total hit piece, and I'm sure a lot of J6ers have gone through this, but I feel like mine is especially bad. I think it crossed the legal boundary, so I fully intend to go after that. But yeah, anyway, they used my whole full name, and yeah, it was a total hit piece. The whole article was "Who is James Tate Grant?" Which by that name, you assume like it's an article to get to know me, and they didn't even try to contact me. They contacted my old lawyer, who literally I called this guy. I was in Northern Neck Jail. You know, I was incarcerated. I'm facing all these felonies, right, for January 6th. You know, right at the beginning. I push a fence. They're saying it's assault with a deadly weapon. If they stack the charges, you know, you're facing. These are, you know, they're fairly serious charges. And I'm calling my lawyer. I called him. I think to be safe, somewhere between 30 to 40 times. Peter Cooper did not answer one time the entire time I was in Northern Neck Jail trying to contact him. He visited me twice the whole process, but that was it. And you know, I'm facing years of my life, and I think a lot of the lawyers get jaded. Like they're like, I mean, even my newer lawyer said once, he's like, well, you know, I'm talking to someone else after you, and she's facing a way worse situation than you. Meaning like, oh, she's facing life. But I think there's an inherent difference there, because someone who's facing, yeah, well, what did that person do? Oh, you know, they were selling cocaine and had a whole empire, you know, and he's a cartel lawyer, my new lawyer. And, you know, they were moving cocaine and selling people, and selling drugs and killing people and whatnot. And they're doing that. I'm like, yeah, well, they should be facing more time. I went to a political protest, and I pushed a fence 3 years ago, and they're saying the fence is a deadly weapon, even though every single cop that was involved in this incident said there was not even deadly weapon, they said there was no weapon used. And, you know, I don't even know, I feel like in a state court they probably would have dropped that charge, because how the victims themselves, experts on weapons and violence, the police, you know, said no weapon was used. And so I don't even understand. And that weapon part of it's really big. I'm sure any of you who have listened know the deadly weapon makes you ineligible for one of Donald Trump's best things, which is the First Step Act, which allows you to do 65% of your time. So if you say you have 40 months, you only do 2/3 of that, as opposed to 85% if you have any of the crimes that are considered a categorical crime of violence. of which assault with a deadly weapon is. So if you hear people talking about that, the assault with a deadly weapon thing, I mean, that's what it is. It literally, whatever time you get, if you get X amount of time either way, you're going to have to do 2/3 as opposed to, 65% as opposed to 85%. So that's huge. I just, again, I just went to trial. My co-defendant was Ryan Samsel, the infamous Ryan Samsel. Ray Epps whispered in his ear. And then there was 3 other guys. The other 3 guys are currently out on bond. I was out on bond. I got in a little bit of trouble, and that's what the Newsweek article came out about. But, at that point, I had just, I was supposed to be in law school right now. I had a scholarship. I never even went, and this is James Tate Grant, by the way. And I never even went to my law school, and I never even told them what was going on, because, I just kind of got snatched up and went to prison. So, I'm hoping when I get out, I can finally talk to them and tell them what happened. But, while I'm in here, I'm just not, I was accepted, so I'm hoping they can. But, it's just been, I've been in jail for 22 months. This is such a crazy experience for all of us, and I don't think there's ever been anything like this in American history, and I hope there isn't again. But, really, when you get a first charge in the federal system or even in the state, a lot of times, they'll give you a diversion program, which is, it's your first time in trouble, and for almost all of us, this is our first federal charge. But it's your first time in trouble. You give someone a first chance, they made a mistake, and a lot of the lawyers early on for us January 6ers told us, they said, hey, I remember Ronnie Sandlin said, his lawyer said, hey, expect to do maybe a year and expect that they're going to plead you down to a misdemeanor off these felonies. And, he was, I think, sentenced to 66 months. And these are just really unheard of sentences for people that are on their very first charge who went to a political protest. And, it got out of hand, whatever. But, you're supposed to be they're supposed to take that into account, that it's your first ever crime. And, I like to think America is a country that generally believes in second chances, but they just really didn't do that for these. And, the government has tried to hold on to all the cases. They didn't want them, spread outside of D.C. That's why you guys are, that's why we're all in D.C. right now, and you guys are out there in front of the graveyard in the D.C. jail for this D.C. Vigil, is because they were worried, I guess, kind of speculating, but I guess they were worried that in our home areas that the judges and prosecution wouldn't seek what they want to seek. So there's just so many political aspects to all of this, and I think it's really the mark of a good judge, and it's really the mark of good prosecutors, and that's the mark of a good lawyer in this situation. This is the test for America. Can you represent, and that's why the ACLU used to represent neo-Nazis, is because, to prove your worth, you got to represent people that you may disagree with. And I think a lot of the people on the left obviously disagree with January 6th and stuff, but can you still live up to your oath and represent that, January 6er impartially and as best as you can? And I think in a lot of cases, a lot of people aren't. But this is really the test of the American system now. It's easy to represent someone who was falsely accused, or you feel like, just like the First Amendment. The First Amendment is not there for easy speech that everyone agrees with. Obviously, that's supported, and everyone's going to agree with that. I think abusing animals is bad. Yeah, so does everyone. The First Amendment's made to protect speech that maybe not everyone disagrees with, not everyone agrees with. And so, in that respect, this is just such a test of the American system. And I think I have a very good judge who understands that, and I think she understands. They advise you not to talk about your case, but this is such an abnormal situation. But a lot of these cases should never have reached. So in D.C., there's the Superior Court, which is actually the name of the lower court, and then the District Court. That's where we all are. Is the District Court, which is the higher crimes. And usually, a lot of these people just see, they're going to see, cartel leaders, or crimes against children, whatever. Crimes that don't necessarily have a jurisdiction, like all internet crimes. That's why it's a lot of crimes against children, is because a lot of the internet crimes don't, with being on the internet, there's no actual location. So they kind of use the catch-all, and they charge them out of D.C. And, if you're a foreign hacker, like I knew a Russian hacker in Lewisburg, and he was charged out of D.C. because where else are you going to charge them? It was over the internet.
Right.
So they kind of just default to charging people at a DC. But yeah, so we're charged out of DC, but a lot of these cases should have never made it this far, and that's why people are getting such time. Is because in the Superior Court, I mean, there's way worse things going on in DC than since January 6th. I'm seeing on the news 12-year-old carjackers, and it kind of kills me because I didn't. My lawyer's probably, hopefully no one hears, but I didn't go there with any criminal intent.
Don't say it if he's worried about people hearing it.
Oh my gosh, it's just, I went to trial on it, whatever, but just so many of these cases, we're getting treated so much harsher because they're not really in the right location. And a lot of us, our lawyers, our counsel applied to change venue, and Oliver North was charged in 1987 with the Iran-Contra conflict.
I actually remember that because I was actually here. I'm from DC, and gosh, I can relate to so many things that you just said, but I just want to back up for 1 second because there was a report that just came out just a few days ago that there's been 24 carjackings within the last 3 weeks here. And, the mayor has just failed miserably, and she also runs that facility, and she needs to lose her job immediately and be fired. And, Congress has oversight, and they could do something about that. And I'm hoping that we can put pressure on them to do so, because she's not keeping the constituents of DC safe by any means. I just wanted to let you know. Yeah.
No, right.
Terrible.
I agree completely. And, they shackle us up. I go to court. Only 2 of us are in custody. The other 3 are out. There's 5 of us on our case that they've decided to randomly hold 5 of us accountable for starting January 6th. And I don't know how they came to the conclusion that there was 5 of us because there was about 400 people pushing the fence. There's so many. Oh my gosh, my case is such.
Well,
but
James,
they hobble us up and they put me in.
I sat in the courtroom like 2 days just for a little while, so I did see you and Ryan, and I've been following your case for a while. I've actually even spoken to your mom on a few occasions, so I'm really familiar with your case and what is happening to you, and it's all egregious. At the most, you guys should have been given a ticket for parading, and that is it. You should have never spent 1 day in jail. It should have just been a $50 fine. It's ridiculous, and everybody knows it's a lie. The truth is coming out.
Yeah, and so I'm watching Alabama. I was supposed to be in the University of Alabama, ranked really high in law school. I worked my whole 20s to get in there, and it really hurts to watch them on TV. But I'm a law, I was a student. I was a college student. I went to a protest. I got caught up, pushed the fence. I had nothing to do with anything. All the cops said no deadly weapon was used. No weapon was used. Forget deadly. And I've been in jail for 2 years now off this. And it's just such a nightmare. And when they get us ready for court, and they wake us up at 4:30, and then we go down and we wait in the we wait in the holding cells, and they hobble us up. And we're going to court with people that are, one guy's like, oh yeah, I shot this other guy, but they found my blood in the car, so they charged me for it. But I'm hoping to get 8 months. And I'm going to jail with people that, did things that were objectively way more dangerous than and way more criminal intent than anything I did. And it's like, they're hoping to get 8 months, and I've been in jail for 2 years, and I pushed a fence 3 years ago, and I was supposed to be in law school right now, and I pushed a fence 3 years ago. I've been locked up ever since. I've been in nightmare locations, and I'm with people that shot guns. I mean, oh my God, and they're hoping to get, one fifth the time. I'm hoping if I get from you.
Yeah, this whole system needs to be, just revamped from bottom up. I mean, it's everything is broken in this town. Everything.
And I think maybe that the January 6th have exposed is that there needs to be a misdemeanor. A lot of people did outside of that 15 seconds where I pushed the fence, and even that I didn't intend to hurt it. There was a sign blocking my face the whole time. I couldn't see what was on the other side, and the officer's own testimony that they brought on there said that the fences move independently, and I'm 2 fences away from an officer. They allege the whole thing is, but yeah, it's just there needs to be a law for a misdemeanor because resisting a cop they're charging, that's even a felony. But on top of that, they're hitting us with a deadly weapon. But I think this whole situation has exposed a major flaw in the judicial system, and people are being treated so heavy-handedly. And I remember when I was in booking, even the people I told about it, I was like, yeah, I pushed the fence 3 years ago. They're trying to get me. And so the prosecutor said 8 to 10 years, you know, if I'm found guilty on everything, is what the prosecutor said during one of the court dates. Now, I think my judge, you know, has more of a...
You have 1 minute remaining.
But I mean, like you said, the whole situation is so upside down. But I want to just say that, listen, if anyone wants to donate, if you've heard my plight, I do have a Give, Send, Go, and anything anyone can give will be great. It's givesendgo.com/freejames. Very simple, Free James, one word. I got a good URL there. So anything you guys want to donate would be greatly appreciated. Never done any fundraising before. I'm pretty late to the game. I had an issue with my first fundraising, but yeah, you know, the whole situation is crazy, and you know, thank you guys for being out there by the cemetery, which is kind of spooky. I remember one.
You know, I have been kind of sort of following James's.
And then Ange is going to do the roll call for us.
Matthew Bledsoe, Kenneth Bonowitz, Lynn, Israel Easterday, Michael Eckerman, Jolene Ecker, James Elliott, Daniel Eckfit, Isaiah Farnsworth, Brandon Fellows, Kyle Fitzsimmons, Kevin Galejo, Mitchell Gardner, Robert Gieswine, Vincent Gillespie, Frank Gustano, Valete Gostinkowski, Jeffrey Grace, James Grant, Matthew Green, Christopher Grider, Tony Griffith, Brian Gunderson, Joshua Hackett, Stacy Hager, Timothy Hale, Kenneth Harrelson, Johnny Harris, Richard Harris, Joshua Hayes, Stephanie Hazelton, Donald Hazard, Albuquerque Head, Andrew Hernandez, Joshua Hernandez, Eric Herrera, Casey Hopkins, Joshua Hughes, Gerard Hughes, Brian Jackson, Shane Jenkins, Douglas Jensen, Justin Jersey, Joshua Johnson, Taylor Juntakis, David Judd, Leo Kelly, Julian Cater, Federico Klein, Matthew Kroll, Nicholas Landrigan, Daniel Layton, Joseph Layton, Luke Lentz, Joshua Lawler, Kevin Lyons, Deanne McAndrew, Marcus Malley, Christian Manley, Cody Matisse, James Malt, Christopher Moyer, Mark Mazza, Ronald McAbee, Patrick McCoffey, James McGrew, David McCaffey, Sean McHugh, Jeffrey McCaleb, James McNamara, Connie Meggs, Kelly Meggs, Jonathan Mellis, Rodney Millstreet, Matthew Ryan Miller, Jordan Mink, Robert Menuda, Landon Mitchell, Corinne Montoni, Catherine Morrison, David Morishell, Robert Morse, Christopher Moynihan, Jonathan Maffeo, John Naff, Marshall Neef, Daryl Neely, Ryan Nichols, Kirsten Namella, Gregory Nix, Ethan Nordine, Nicholas Ox, Grady Owens, Jared Owens, Jason Owens, Joseph Padilla, Robert Palmer, Michael Perkins, Dominic Pizzola, Daniel Phipps, Mark Ponder, Sean Price, Joshua Pruitt, Anthony Puma, Chris Queglin, Barry Ramey, Guy Reffett, Zach Reel, Stuart Rhodes, Howard Richardson, Thomas Robertson, James Robinson, Linwood Robinson, Michael Roche, Jonathan Rockholt, Daniel Rodriguez, Greg Rubinacher, Jeffrey Sable, Ryan Samsel, Ronald Sandlin, Salvador Sandoval, Robert Sanford, Peter Schwartz, Daniel Scott, Christian Secor, Hunter Siegfried, Kevin Siegfried, Grayson Sherrill, Jonathan Schroyer, Alexander Shepard, Thomas Sybick, Jeffrey Sills, Mahail Sly, Charles Smith, Tommy Smith, Audrey Southard, Hatchet Speed, Yvonne St. Cyr, Peter Stager, Shelley Stalings, Patrick Stedman, Tristan Stevens, John Strand, Andrew Talkie, Enrique Tario, Curtis Tate, George Tenney, Jacob Fairs, Isaac Thomas, Devlin Thompson, Dustin Thompson, Edward Vallejo, Salvatore Velasco, Eric Scott Warner, Jessica Watkins, William Watson, Matthew Webler, Thomas Webster, Bradley Weeks, Sam Meacham, rest in peace. And now let's say her name. Ashley Babbitt, Ashley Babbitt, Ashley Babbitt.
Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt, 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 say her name, 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 Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt was a victim. I'm screaming USA, free the real Jan Sixers. She's a patriot who was let down by the system. I'm screaming for the fallen so nobody will forget them. Air Force veteran, wrapped in a Trump flag. It's Trump 24. You know we about to run it back. Nothing will stop us. We about to get it right. They can try and try, but the storm is here from dark to light. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt. 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 Say her name. 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 Ashley Babbitt. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ashley Babbitt. Whoa, whoa. Ashley Babbitt. Yeah. Shout out Mickey. We could never feel your pain, but just know your daughter's life won't be taken in vain. Shout out Sarah Maccabee, yeah, I'm sending you strength. I hope they let your husband out of that prison today. Ashley served in Afghanistan, she served in Iraq, and she died for her country from a senseless attack. Yeah, we waiting for justice, cause Ashley was innocent. Mainstream won't cover it, they all just too ignorant. If a white girl shot a black man, they would say that's different, but the story didn't fit the agenda they pitching. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt, we feeling your energy. Say her name, Ashley Babbitt, this song's for your memory. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt, 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 say her name, 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 Ashley Babbitt.
The door was locked, so I kicked it in. She was tripping on the bills. I think she was high on some pills. She threw my shit out into the yard. Then she called me a bum and slapped me real hard. And in my drunken stupor, I did what I should have never done. Now I'm sitting here talking to you, drunk and on the run. I'm sitting at a bar on the inside, waiting for my ride on the outside. She stole my heart in the trailer park, so I jacked the keys to her fucking car and crashed that piece of shit, then stepped away. You know, Mo, I'll probably get 10 years, so just give me beers till they get here. Yeah, I know the sun is coming up, and y'all are probably getting ready for closing up. But I'm trying to drown my soul, I'm tired of this. I am a danger. I guess I should have did something about my anger, but I never.
I am not sure. But somebody said that the flags that were behind him did not have these gold trim. Now, somebody in here told me that flags with gold trim are known as Admiralty flags, and that they're different somehow than flags that don't have gold trim. Now, I have no information in front of me with which to discuss this. It's outside my purview. But somebody in here said that was a big deal.
Well, Jim, I think the gold trim is like maritime law. Isn't it something like that? And that's what it represents. So I know a lot of the judges in D.C. have the gold trim. And there's some theory behind, I know I'm being very vague, but yes, there is something to do with the gold trim.
When you guys have some time tomorrow, or if you can Google it, even though Google might not have it, you might go to DuckDuckGo, but take a look at whatever the speech he recently gave. Maybe I'll text you guys afterwards, because somebody sent me something about that. I just didn't write it down, my bad. Yeah, so anyways, that's really the only thing that I have. But I also have the 1 minute warning coming up. So I'm going to pull out the earpieces and move on with the normal voodoo that we do. So hold on. 1 minute!
1 minute!
1 minute! La la la, me, you. La 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 la. You. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, you guys still there?
We are right here, Jeff. Are you still there?
All right. No, this is an imposter, believe it or not. All right, we have Mr. Daniel Ball jumping in. Evening, guys. And we also have Mr. Eric here. Eric Christie's here.
Hey, Eric.
Say hi.
Hey,
Oh, come on. All right, let me... All right. So, the only thing I had was about the flag. What do you guys have? Anything?
Well, some of the hostages got released, but no Americans, even though Joe Biden's taking credit for release of the hostages. He has no give a shit over whether any of those people were Americans.
Okay.
You got anything, Ruffet?
Well, no surprise.
No, it's cold, Nicole says. We don't have anybody have any news they want to share.
Hey, well, forgive me, I do, Daniel here. Does anybody see the 60 Minutes with General Milley?
Uh-oh, no, did not see it. I don't watch 60 Minutes. What do you have to
Yeah,
say?
it was either today or yesterday. He was on band and Bandit was playing a bunch of clips of it, and he was just going on. Milley was just letting it be known that, we were working with China, we're working together with the two against the president. Basically, the entire show seemed to be that message. And Bandit was just going on and on, saying how he will be held accountable for this. You know, this is straight up treason. This is the most damning interview in world history. Basically, what Bandit was saying is he will pay for this. He'll be held accountable for treason.
All right, I have no idea what he said, but now I might have to make an exception and watch that 60 Minutes. Let me know. Yeah, well,
maybe you could also just, Google or DuckDuckGo that and see if there's something, that Milley did say or if there's anything out there in the Twitter sphere that is discussing it. We have, no capability in here. Or we can do some research and, hit this again tomorrow. It won't be hard to find.
I do know about the flag.
Okay, hey, Jeff, Nicole has information about the flag, so she's going to tell you.
Okay, so many sovereign citizens believe that the gold trim around the flag means that it is a maritime port and not a constitutional port. There is argument back and forth on whether that's true or not. Nobody has a straight answer, but that is a theory out there about the flags.
Can anybody take a minute and verify if the flags that were behind Trump recently had the gold trim or not?
They did not have the gold trim.
Did not have the gold trim.
No. Okay. I believe in every other speech I've ever seen him do, those flags have had gold trim on them. So that is it's an interesting thing. Again, outside my purview, it's not something I have had the chance to dig into, and I really can't come in here. But it's interesting. Leave it like that. It's interesting. We got Scooter here with us now. Scooter? I'm just listening.
Hey, Brian.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Brian. How you doing?
Can you hear me? Hello.
Hey. We miss your girl out here.
I've been telling you about Mr. Sue.
Yeah.
She should be back next week, I think.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
hope so.
You better bring her ass back.
She's coming back. She just got to get her daddy back on the road.
Yeah, she should be back next week, I think, either next week. She should be rolling back in.
I'm thinking Wednesday.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Wednesday or Thursday, somewhere around there. That's what I've been told.
You what? What did you say? I don't know.
All right, so what's the latest? Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
No, we're waiting for you. Hey. Sorry, okay, go ahead, Jeff.
Okay, I just wanted to know, has anybody seen anything new with any J6 tapes that have come out over the last year or two?
There was a video that was showing a cop pushing an elderly woman.
I have not seen it. How about your people, Dave?
I've seen that video of elderly woman.
You're breaking up. Back up from the mic and say again.
There was a video released of them shoving an elderly lady that's been released out there that, you know, is showing some of the aggressiveness of the police that day.
Yeah, one of the rumors we've heard in here is that they pushed and basically assaulted a lot of women so that the males would then step up, and then it would just amplify everything that happened that day. Again, these are rumors we hear in here.
Well, no, you know, and you know something, Jeff, that's something, you know, that you see time and time again in the trials and everything. Even like Tommy Smith, for example, he and his cousin, they were trying to have a defense of others defense, and you know, they wouldn't allow that to even be a defense. And you know, and that's happened to other Jan Sixers. And you know, then you see video of you know, many of what they're witnessing, and yet you're not even allowed to defend yourself based, you know, and say that in the court. You know, it's just so stacked against y'all.
And I did see that. I saw the video you're talking about. They launched this older, thin lady all dressed in red, white, and blue and stars, and they launched her. They didn't just push her. They got her airborne, and yeah, she hit the ground pretty hard, which did infuriate some people.
Down the stairs.
Down the stairs. Pushed her down the stairs.
All right, so from what I... All right, and I believe that the StopHate.com website has a link to the J6 video. So anybody listening, if you want to go and find that video, go to StopHate.com. And I don't know where it is on that site, obviously, because we don't have internet access in here. But I do believe that you do have access to the latest videos, or the videos that have been put out by Congress so far. And from what I gather, they're just now starting to get videos on the outside of Capitol. They haven't gone to videos of the West Terrace or the East Side. I could be wrong. My news in here is, you know, comes back and forth with different things that we hear in here. So from what we're gathering is
You have 1 minute remaining.
There's still a lot more to come out from what I gather.
It's important that there was some videos that they're released, like the front breeze and stuff like that. So they just show how it all started.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we got about 45 seconds. Mr. Ball, anything?
Just thank y'all.
Scooter?
Yeah, good night, y'all. Love y'all. They got stayed out there. Terrible cold weather. God bless y'all.
Okay. Okay, you guys, anybody listening, go to precinctstrategy.com to get involved, and check out policestatefilm.net. All right, guys, thank you for all you do. God bless you, and God bless America.
All right, over 100. Y'all called over 100 times tonight. You're on your game. Oh, here you are again. I think it's so funny. They don't have anything better to do. It's like, I don't understand. You want to talk about how boring we are, and then you call and watch and call and watch. I don't get it. Just don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, you could.
To be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Oh, hurry, Lily.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down and New York to LA. Well, it's right in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
You know, I don't know. Did I see him do it? I don't know if I saw him do the kick or not. I know, right? But, you know, we've got to get really a lot better at those kicks. And, oh, did you? Okay, so see, if we're going to be doing it like that, I wanted everybody to watch the Macy's Day Parade so you could see how the Rockettes do it. It's all, you know, it's all in the hips. And I know, right? I mean, come on, Cindy. For real, I need us to get better at this. You know, if we're going to be asked to go places and do this publicly, you know, we haven't gotten the calls I thought we would yet. All right.
That's because we need a lot of practice.
We do. You would think 400 days we'd have our practice in, but... And Helena is going to be going to see Miss Sarah McAbee. And so she is going to be out. And Tammy's going to be hopefully back sometime this week. And we'll be back tomorrow night. Same bat channel, same bat time. You know, really stretch tomorrow before y'all come, guys. And y'all pray for us. We'll pray for you.
Betty Bugs bite. Please pray for me. God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow.
Land, every day can be Valentine's Day.
Uh-oh. Get your copies.
Get your copies now.
Sign the tape.
Make sure you give him his royalty check.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you do. Oh, shit.
Ready?
Yeah. Spin it around for me. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry, Dwight.